If you are a returning viewer of my channel, then you would know how much I love a storyline in a game. And if you're new, well, now you do. I love to see how characters develop over time and the kind of relationship they form with other characters. So I was looking forward to playing Erica on my PS4, which is a full motion video interactive experience. This is my first time with a game of this type, and I know a lot of people consider me a degenerate who has an unhealthy obsession with his countless waifus and how their feet are animated. I will forgive you for thinking that I have played the game Night Trap, which I haven't. So Erica was my first experience with a FMV based interactive film. Did I enjoy it? Would I recommend it? Here are my honest opinions on Erica. Erica can be best described as an interactive film where you are in control of how the story plays out. You see the story from a perspective of a girl named Erica who witnessed the death of her father when she was a little girl. Fast forward a few years and Erica receives a helping hand from an anonymous sender. The police are called and it seems like the hand belonged to a friend of Erica's dad. Fearing the killer may have set their sight on Erica, she is transferred to Delphi House, an asylum for young girls who are struggling with mental illnesses. You also meet the co-founder of Delphi House named Lucian, who also happens to be a friend of Erica's dad.
Last time we met, you could barely see over the desk.
From here on in, I really cannot go any further in the storyline because, let's be real here, this is where your actions and decisions start to affect the storyline and its outcome because, let's be honest, your playthrough and how you witness the story may be different from mine.
No cleaning! No cleaning without supervision!
Kirsty! She's bleeding.
No.
Don't you
can't.
dare.
It's not allowed.
Kirsty,
No.
Kirsty,
no,
calm
no,
down.
No.
Calm down.
Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off
just
me!
told us
Get
to.
off! Get off! Get off!
She didn't do anything.
Please. I'm gone.
She didn't mean to. She was trying to help.
No cleaning! No cleaning without supervision!
Kirsty, it's okay. She's right. Can you maybe go and get someone?
She said that's new.
But no matter how you play the game, you will have an option to form a friendship with one of the three girls you meet at Delphi House, find the killer, choose to either trust the killer or not, and uncover the truth. Developed by Flavorworks, Erica came out in 2019 on PS4 and was later ported over to PC in May 2021. Well, since I cannot talk about the graphics or the gameplay, I guess I can talk about the actors, their acting, the direction, and the story itself. The actors did a good job at conveying their emotions and playing their part. The lead actress, Holly Earl, who played the role of Erica, did a good job. She portrayed the role of an innocent, vulnerable girl who just happens to get caught in the middle of something big. The rest of the cast was good too. But then again, I'm not a professional actor myself, so I cannot speak much in that department. Unless you count pretending to be sick to skip school, in which case, you can say I'm a pretty bad actor. The camera angles were pretty solid. There was no shaky cam, none of that nonsense. The actors were always in focus. The story is good and I liked what I experienced from start to finish. The interactive experience did not hold back from showing brutality on screen and in the nature of the story itself. However, I did not enjoy the storytelling side of things. I did not appreciate that the game forces me to play it multiple times to uncover every little detail about the story. When I'm playing games like Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, or Telltale's The Walking Dead, I like to take time with characters and the world around me. That way it becomes my story, my experience. With Erica, I never got that feeling. Honestly, Erica's storyline would either draw you in or it will confuse the living daylights out of you. Trust me, the more you uncover, the more endings you unlock, which will make the story even more convoluted. My advice, play the game as much as you can and just stick with one ending. You can finish it within 2 hours, so it really feels like you're watching a film. To put it simply, if I play Detroit Become Human or Heavy Rain again and make different choices on my second playthrough, I do that because I want to, not because I have to. With Erica, you have to make different choices just so you can uncover more of the story. But I really have to hand it over to the director and the actors for filming the scenes in a way that gel together perfectly when you select different options. Erica plays out the same way games like Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human plays out. You are given a scenario, and depending on which option you choose, you alter the story a bit, or you unlock a new dialogue option. Aside from selecting different options, you will also engage in many interactive scenarios where you are swiping the touchpad of your PS4 joystick to move an object on the screen. Look, I like the idea, but I must say the touchpad on PS4, at least on my PS4 joystick, was very sensitive. Couple of times the cursor went over the option I wanted to select, and a few times simply swiping on the touchpad by accident ended up horribly bad for me. This is probably the biggest gripe I have with the game. The touchpad is the only input option on the controller. A little swipe can end up with you selecting the wrong option, and I get it. The developers wanted as much immersion as possible, and that's why there's no button prompts on screen. But the sensitivity on the touchpad was a major pain. Thankfully, you can download a companion app on your phone that turns your phone screen in an input device for the game, and I must say, using a smartphone screen is more responsive than the touchpad on PS4 controller. Honestly, Erica for me was a good experience. I enjoyed the story, the acting was good, and the music was pretty solid. There are some good moments in the game, and it does not hold back from showing some gruesome imagery on screen. However, I do wish the game did not force me to play it over and over again just so I could uncover every little aspect of the story. In the end, Erica feels like a 2-hour-long BBC special that encourages multiple views for you to truly appreciate it. Whether you choose to watch it again, that's up to you. Erica is available on Steam for £9.99 and on PS4 for £8.99. Would I recommend it? For that price, yes. It is no different from watching a movie at the cinema or buying a new DVD or Blu-ray. But if you want a more solid experience, I would recommend Heavy Rain, which is around $15.99 on Steam. If you want a more solid experience and wouldn't mind paying a bit more, I would recommend Detroit Become Human or Telltale's The Walking Dead. Alright guys, that's enough from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by hitting the like button, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. I'm a part-time YouTuber, so your engagement with the channel will help me a lot in the long run. Peace out, angels, and stay awesome.